Get in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Action.
Who's got it better than us?
Into the end zone, Charger fans are witnesses to history.
Oh, what's up, everybody? What's up, dude? We just barely got in here. Chase is already throwing down some memberships for Lord Taco. Chase, thank you so much, dude. How's your sister? Hope she's well. Hope she's well. Hey, what's up, everybody? As promised, we're going to do another fantasy draft here. It's a best ball draft. Y'all better hurry if you want a shot at this, man. I just posted the link publicly, I don't know, about 5-10 minutes ago. And we only have 2 spots left. 2 spots left. Of course, next Wednesday, I think next Wednesday we should have time, right? We should. I'm hoping to do 1 or 2 more of these if we can squeeze them in, because there's a lot of fun, man. We already have one done from last week on YouTube. I did one exclusively for my Twitter audience. I may do one for Instagram, but this is something that we're going to be following pretty closely over the season, so should be a pretty good time, man. The link is in the post section on my Twitter and YouTube. I'll give you guys one more shot. There's only 1 spot left, so good luck. Good luck, everybody. Make sure you're subscribed to me on Twitter and Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. The link has been out just for a few minutes now. We'll be able to load up here and get started as soon as we get this last person, and we're going to start drafting. And it should be a good time. Of course, this is a 12-person, $10 league. So the first through third place should have a pretty nice little reward there at the end. And it's best ball. It's best ball. So make sure when you're drafting to try and cover your bases, because these are the only players you're going to get all season, regardless of injury or whatever. Like, these are the dudes you're rolling out there with. You're going to be competing against the other 11 people in this league. And whoever takes first through third is going to get a nice little pocket of change at the end of it, man. Should be fun. Show the other team that I drafted. Yeah. We'll go look at those here in just a little bit. Want to make sure we're present and ready for the last position here, and we're going to get started in any second now. There we go. We are all filled up. We're going to start drafting here momentarily. Man, I wish Underdog worked in Nevada. Yeah, I'm sorry. It does not work in every state, province, wherever you're from. It's available in many, though, however, and we're taking advantage wherever we can. To get as many drafts in as possible, dude, because this is fun. This is like this month of August is so anxiety-driven for me, because it's like, man, this is it, dude. After this, you're going to be following along. Wish you did more drafts every single year. I wish I did more drafts, and that's why I love these Underdog drafts, because they don't require my action after the draft, right? It's all best ball. It sets a lineup for you. There's no waiver wire, so you don't have to worry about picking up and dropping guys every single week. That's reserved for my big hometown leagues, right? This is where you draft and you kind of check on it every week to see how you're doing versus the other 11 or 12 people, which should be a lot of fun, man. Doesn't work in other states. It has a net of certain states that it'll work with. Most states do work with. There's some states that don't allow it. But Underdog, definitely one of my favorite to participate in when it comes to fantasy. And here we go. It looks like I'm going to be here at pick number 7. Hopefully it's lucky. That's going to put us in and around the position for maybe a running back or a pretty good wide receiver. So, okay. All right. I'm not too worried right now. I'm not too worried. And, hey, I don't know how many people we're going to get in here. I don't remember how many we had last week. I think we had like 100 or so. If we have enough time, and I'm not making any promises right now, and there's enough interest, maybe we'll do one more today. Maybe. All right? If you guys put me in a good mood. If we have time, maybe. But for now, let's focus on this one. Congratulations to all the teams that got in. Saints back, man. Salty. We got Meant to Wins back here. Chargers, 25. Casanova switch. Director, myself. Nightwave. Everybody's in here, man. Here we go. McCaffrey, Lamb, and St. Brown, the first 3 off the board. We still got Tyreek and Jamar Chase on the board here, too, baby. Let's go. I know you guys would be eager. You guys would love that, wouldn't you? Have you first to sign up. Hey, thank you so much, Saint. Yeah, I'm a huge fantasy football nut, man. This is definitely something that I look forward to every single year. And I don't know why I haven't thought about doing it more often. Maybe I was lazy. Maybe we didn't have enough time to set it up before. But yeah, these best ball leagues are really, really fun just to kind of get in and out as soon as possible. Tyreek Hill off the board. All right. So we got like 3, maybe 4 super good first-round options that I still feel good about here. Who are we going to go with? He's going to take Breece Hall right in front of us, dude. I will take Jamar Chase at the 7 spot every single flipping time, man. I know he's probably falling because of a bit of the contract, whatever, but that's realistically, he's sticking around. There's no way, right? There's absolutely zero chance that he's not playing with the Cincinnati Bengals this season. Atta boy! Yeah, we got Jamar. Feeling good. First pick. Always like you got to throw it up. I think I actually got Jamar my last draft too. You always got to throw up a little bit of anxiety with that first pick. So if you don't get that one right, very little shot that you're going to win any sort of fantasy football league. Malik Neighbors going this early is insane. Garcia, I mean, it could work out. You never know. That wave's right behind me. Yeah, you got Justin Jefferson too, dude. Jefferson, Neighbors is another wide receiver where you got to think their ADP is affected by their quarterback play, but they're the kind of special wide receivers that should be able to make up for it, huh? Yeah, I don't know. It's risky. It's where do I see Neighbors mostly? I see Neighbors like in the 3rd round, 4th round sometimes. I mean, in a 12-man, maybe it's a little bit sooner. Maybe it's a second. I don't know. But he could work out. He's the kind of player that I would take a risk on more so in like a keeper league, right? Where it's like, hey, dude, if I can keep this guy and he's for real, he's the next OBJ, like definitely not a bad move there. What are my thoughts on Josh Jacobs' upside this year in fantasy? It could be good. I mean, you got to take a look at the Packers last year, right? They looked okay. They want to run the football. We know that. Jordan Love, he's getting better. That's going to only elevate what they can do as far as scoring in that offense. I don't hate it. It's just, they're sexier picks. Running back's weird this year, right? It feels like this is the year of the wide receiver. And everyone's trying to load up at that position. Then running back, it's all very speculative, right? Outside of a select, like, maybe 10 running backs, there's really no certainty anywhere anymore. Saquon Barkley, another great. So Saquon and Taylor, 2 really good running backs to take a bet on early. But if you're like me and you're going wide receiver pretty early, you got to be real creative with how you're going to be filling those running back positions later, dude. Because, again, this is not a standard league where you get a whole bunch of waiver wire moves and setting everything up. Like, this is it. Whatever you got is what you got. If I send you the fantasy team, will I rate it? Maybe. We'll see if we got time. Is it the LT jersey in the backside? Yes, the LT jersey behind me is signed. It is signed. As one of the first Chargers things I got that was... Ooh. That was like that. Okay. So, I mean, I certainly don't hate Nico or Drake, but, I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is right there, dude. We're at the 118. Like, again, both of the first picks that we're taking have a little bit of question marks next to them. You got Jamar Chase with the contract, but, again, I'm not even a little bit worried about that. And then Jahmyr Gibbs with a little bit of an injury, but everyone's saying that he should be ready by week 1. I mean, like, he's probably in the best or behind the best offensive line in football. Yeah, I'll take Jahmyr Gibbs at the 18 every single day of the week. Yeah, I got him. I got him, dude. I feel good about that. And then where are we up next? We should be up a little bit sooner, right? At the 331, at 31, okay. At 31, we should see, I mean, Pacheco's not bad. Tank's great. We can get a quarterback's actually pretty tough in these best ball leagues. I'm not going to lie. I'm the kind of guy that likes to wait. I probably still will in a lot of instances. But, man, dudes, that is tough. That is tough. A lot of wide receivers still on the board, though. I'm hoping another one falls to us at that point. What's up, Hugo? Yeah, we're just hanging out, grabbing a new fantasy league renewed here. I think I'm hoping to end the draft season with at least like 5 or 6 of these best ball leagues because these are fun to follow during the season, man. A best ball I've only played a couple of times, and it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3 even, where it's like you just kind of set it up. And now that those ones, we actually did have a waiver wire, so we were able to make the teams better and adjust. But it was really kind of cool just to follow along because you have like this larger roster of players that when you're watching Red Zone or whatever that can hit. Those are pretty fun. I like best ball. Best ball's fun. Who do I think has the best spot of all Chargers that went to new teams? Personally, you think Eckler and Slay? Slay could be great because he's an individual crazy talent. Eckler, maybe not. I would say Slay. Probably Slay. I feel good. I think Slay is going to end up helping that rookie quarterback curve real good for Caleb. You do 5 to 7 leagues of these and then have a winner's cup. We're going to go so far deep into the fantasy rabbit hole, no one would ever find us again. Join the next one, couldn't this time. Hey, it's okay, Hugo. This is all just for fun. This is literally just, we're going to have fun with it. I do fantasy football all the time. And I normally on Underdog and stuff, I just go in with randos. But I was like, hey, we have this huge community of people that we know on YouTube. Let's do the same thing, but just with buddies. Feels fun. It's a good time. We're back up, what, in 5 picks? I see more than 5 incredible wide receivers I'd feel pretty good about. There's Debo, Olave, Evans, and Pacheco. Cooper Kupp off the board. 2 more, and then we're up on the clock again. Imagine Mike Will catching a crazy sideline of the Jets. I mean, Mike Williams with Aaron Rodgers. You never know. I mean, Aaron Rodgers feels like he's going to go crazy with Garrett Wilson, right? But who knows? I mean, if Mike can stay on the field, we know he's a great wide receiver. Who knows? What's the trick to quitting vaping? You got to distract yourself real good. You know, I played a ton of video games and I ate horrible food. But I only had to do that for a few weeks. And if you're the kind of person that can trust yourself to jump off a different addiction later, because, I mean, gaming and food is not as hard to quit than vaping. That's where I would start. Find a hobby or find something that you really enjoy that you can throw yourself at for, it's going to be like 3 or 4 weeks before you start coming down, dude. I'm not going to lie. Okay, where are we at right now? Tight end's not a bad idea, but I think there's too much value here at wide receiver. Ayuk could be insane. I think I'm going to go with DK, though. I like DK. What's his ADP? 29 to 26. I'm still going to take DK. I like DK. Ayuk could be awesome. I think he'll play. I think he'll be there. But DK is always underrated, and I feel like he'll have another pretty good year. Between Ayuk and DK, you couldn't really miss on either one of them. Okay, so 4. That'll put us at pick 42. And I think I got to start paying attention, man. The first time we did this, I was yucking it up too much, talking too much. And I missed out on some awesome value at some positions. So at 42, we're looking at maybe another receiver. Maybe we get a tight end. There's some running backs I like. Got to start thinking about quarterback here pretty soon, too. But the wide receivers, man, like this position is going to be so important in fantasy football this year. There is so much talent just all over the league right now. Yeah, it's crazy. What's up, Jason? Gibbs and Chase is not... Yeah, we're off to a pretty good start, dude. I don't know if you guys can see behind me. We're off to a pretty freaking good start. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase, and DK Metcalf in a 12 league. I like it. I love it. Take it every day of the week, man. Let's go. Feeling good, feeling good. Now, the one thing I don't like is that it pushes off who I'm looking at with every pick, but we'll do our best. Saints got CMC. See, there it goes. CMC, Debo, Chris Olave. I mean, that's certainly not bad. Niners are not a bad offense. Take a shot on. Debo, Drake, and Evans. Really good wide receivers for Salty. Meant to win with Pacheco, Amon-Ra, Jalen. That's a strong team too, man. I don't know. We'll start going through all these here in a second. I have an idea of who I want. We're kind of looking how the board falls. Look, we should do this more, right? Do this more. And see how the board's falling this way. Okay. So where are we at right now? We're coming up in like 4 or 5 picks. So Travis Etienne, Travis Kelce, Josh Jacobs off the board, Michael Pittman, Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb this early. Ooh. What's the rest of that team looking like, though? Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson. I mean, it's a little early, but you never know. If Chubb bounces back to 50% of what he was before, you're looking at a ton of touchdowns. CJ Stroud off the board here too, man. Okay. Is Gibbs starting still? He's trending to play, is what we're hearing. Even if he doesn't, like, we're filling up a best ball roster, so we'll be fine. Because when you'd be hesitant about the contract, yeah. I mean, again, I think he'll play. These contracts and all this stuff, it's too rich for them to miss out. Oh my God, he's still there. And Stephon. No. I'm taking Brandon Ayuk, dude. That's too much of a value. Oh, Lad McConkey off the board right before me. Now I gotta take Ayuk, dude. Brandon Ayuk, that's too much of a value all the way down here in round 4. I'll take that. We'll figure out some more stuff along the way, but I mean, that's 3 crazy good wide receivers to start. And Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase, DK, and Ayuk. Man, I'll take that. I'll take that. Where are we at now? Okay, so we'll swing back and we'll start maybe thinking about different positions. Yeah, that's great, dude. I'm happy. I like it. And we can start looking at teams a little bit more easier this way, too. So who's in front and behind me? You got Breece Hall, Nico, Devontae, Jalen. That's a good team. Jefferson, Derek, Tank. Lad's early, but it's a Chargers league. I'm not going to dock you on it. Both solid. CMC, CD, Bijan, Devon, Cooper. That could be sneaky good, Chargers 25. That could be sneaky good. Tyreek, Kyron, DJ, Amari Cooper. Josh Allen going off the board here. Jalen Hurts. Okay. Even if he stays in San Francisco, that's a lot of mouths to feed. I get that, but like he was in that offense last year. You know what I mean? And I know there was ups and downs in terms of players staying on the field or whatever, but he's such a good talent. He's going to get paid. You kind of follow the money. I feel good about that. I feel pretty good about that, especially in the 4th round. Felt a little bit rich in the 3rd. The 4th, I'll take it. You really wanted Lad? Hey, you in this league, you probably got to take him there. He's probably him and Gus are probably the 2 more likely scorers for fantasy. If you want him on your squad, you gotta reach. You gotta reach for the Chargers in these leagues. It's not the first time too. Mock drafts. The person before me taking Lad. Oh yeah, taking the Sixers, hoping the action portion doesn't take him and yoink him. Yeah, there it is. All right, we're up here in a couple of spots. Mark Andrews off the board. Meant to win on here, and then we're up in about 4 or 5 spots. I got to go take a look here real quick. Let's take a look. Who do we got? So we're at pick 55. ADP puts us in and around Xavier Worthy. So more wide receivers. We might go tight end. Don't feel terrible about the quarterback situation yet. And there's still T. Higgins on the board. Rashee Rice is still on the board. This is tough because there's a lot of value at wide receiver when you get this low. I don't know, man. We're up in 2 picks, though. 2 picks. T. Higgins is very, very... I would say T. Higgins and Rashee Rice are very tempting. Also, my guy, Terry McLaurin. We already have 3 wide receivers, though, man. What's running back looking like? Rashad White, Kenneth Walker. And quarterback, Anthony Richardson, Jordan Love. Okay. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, this is so tough, man. I'm going to go with the number 1 receiving option right now in Buffalo. Funny enough... I was tempted by Anthony Richardson again, but funny enough, because we need other positions, man. We need a tight end. I feel really good about Kincaid's upside. So much so that I know last stream I was talking about keeping Anthony Richardson. I decided to pivot. I'm pretty good at taking quarterbacks late. Especially in like a standard league, I'm really good at navigating that in the waiver wire. This league's I'm a little bit more nervous on. But tight end, Kincaid was on my team last year. I drafted him super late, and it's a keeper league. And I'm like, man, Kincaid for almost free. And I got Tank Dell for free, too. We have two keepers in those leagues. So I'm keeping Tank Dell and Dalton Kincaid. I feel pretty confident in Kincaid's ability year 2, especially with no Stephon Diggs. Like, where are all these targets going to go, man? I feel good about Kincaid. Yeah. Family doing good? Yeah, so it's doing good, man. I hope likewise to you and yours. Likewise. Bijan at 101. I wouldn't hate it, dude. There's very few players in the top 5 that I would be like, you're an idiot for taking number 1 overall. Number 1's always up and down. Of course, I would always take CMC, but like I wouldn't dock someone for taking Bijan even for 1 second. What happened to the Chargers running back with the other team? You talking about Eck? Eckler went to the Washington Commanders, and then funny enough, I just heard that Josh Kelly got signed. Oh, where'd he go? The Giants, I think. I think Joshua Kelly went to the Giants. You got Underdog up and working, doing one more draft. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. We're up in 5 picks. I got to look here. We're at pick 66. 80. Dude, Rashee Rice is still there. Terry's still there. Ridley's still there. Worthy could be a huge pick in best ball. Oh, man. How many tight? What kind of run did we go on tight ends, though? Kyle Pitts, Ingram's gone too. Kittle's gone too. Okay, I'm glad. We started the run. Of those guys, I think I'm highest on Kincaid. Kincaid and Pitts are pretty close for me. Kittle's a great choice, too. Okay, we got 4 picks. 4 picks. 4 picks. What are you looking at running back? White, Kamara, Connor, Najee, Stevenson. We still have Gibbs, so we're not completely dead in the water. I don't know, man. The wide receiver value is nuts right now. Quarterback. Our next pick after that, ADP 79. So if we go quarterback later, we're looking at Jaden Daniels, Dak Prescott, Caleb Williams. I could live with that. Let's see what we got as far as a value. We'll see what we got as far as a value. Because right now at wide receiver, we got Jamar Chase, DK. Oh, I got to go back here. We're up next. We're up next. And Brandon Ayuk. This is nuts, dude. I might actually do it again. Oh, Anthony Richardson just went off the board. I'm super tempted on Xavier Worthy, dude. Like, he could be the dude this year. Rashad White, Tampa Bay, Alvin Kamara. We do need a backup, or we do need a number 2 running back, and we're kind of getting into the weeds right now. I think Alvin Kamara could be something. Rashad White. Oh, man, we're running out of time. I'm just going to go with it, dude. Might be a little high, but we need another running back. He's got a half. This is a half point, right? He's got some upside there. I'm pretty confident this is a half point. I do need to think about quarterback. I'm so confident in my ability to draft quarterbacks, though. I don't tend to worry about them this early, but I'll have to start looking pretty soon. But running back, it's just, you get to this point, and there's guys that I like a little further down. But they always get reached for is the problem. You know what I mean? They're getting reached for. Eck is RB2. Yeah, Brian Robinson, RB1. Using code director this Friday. Hey, Jason. Hey, director, who do you have the pick with the 101? I'm taking CMC. But again, like, I'm not gonna dock people for taking, who we have here at the top. CMC, CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra, Bijan, Tyreek, like, and even Breece Hall. Like, if any of those guys went number 1, I don't think I would be like, hey, you're an idiot. Like, there's super huge upside with any one of them. You get into maybe Jamar Chase is a little high, Jefferson, those guys. But I mean, the first 5, pick your pick. I would choose CMC. But a lot of good talent up there. Wide receiver still has some crazy good value this high. I mean, you got guys like Keon Coleman even down here. Not terrible running back options, but again, they get reached for. You got to be careful. Dobbins off the board. Hey, man, it might work. It might work, dude. It might work. Yeah, and there's a running back. There's a running back run now. See, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it was between Najee Harris and Kamara for me. And because this is a half point, I went with the receiving upside. But hey, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's going to get reached for. There's some crazy value at wide receiver right now, though, dude. Some crazy, crazy value. And I'm wondering if it's going to stay that way. You know what I mean? Calvin Ridley this late is crazy. Deontay Johnson's going to be solid. Christian Kirk is a great pick. And now we're on the clock. We have to go. I think we have to go quarterback, right? I like Murray. I think Murray is like in the later half of quarterback ones for me still. So we'll take him here. But like, if it wasn't Murray, like, I probably go. I mean, Christian Watson's a great upside play. Brian Thomas. These running backs are okay. What about second tight end? We invested pretty high in tight end, though. Dalton Kincaid. I don't know how high we'll go again. There's guys down here that in a best ball might be worth a shot. But got to start paying attention, too, by the way, to everybody out there. And I've probably done a terrible job at explaining this. Or if you haven't been in a best ball league, it's something that you really need to pay attention to. It's your bye weeks. You don't want to be without a position in any given week because that's just pretty much an auto L in many leagues. So, for instance, if you take a look at my team behind us, I got Kyler Murray at week 11. I know I'm going to have a week 12 bye problem, right? Because Alvin Kamara is a week 12 bye. Jamar Chase is a week 12 bye. And Dalton Kincaid's a week 12 bye. So when I get another wide receiver, tight end, running back, I need to be careful not to get another one with a week 12 bye week. I need to get somebody to fill those positions because it's going to be kind of dry out here without those starters. And I don't want to give up week 12 for free. Not this guy. Okay, we're up at pick 90. Pick 90. I mean, ADP, dude. Ooh, okay, so pick 90. We're in and around Warren Brooks. At running back. There's Dak if we want to go back-to-back quarterbacks and just feel good about it. What's Dak? Dak is a week 7 bye. There's going to be wide receiver value. I'll take it if it's good enough. James Conner could be okay. White could be okay. All the running backs are kind of okay. Interesting. We'll have to see who's still there. We'll see who's still there at 90. We'll go for it. We're up in like 4 picks. What shows am I currently watching? I love the question. We just finished a whole bunch of them, me and my wife. We finished Severance, which was awesome. Loved that show. We're currently actually watching Hard Knocks. We're watching the Miami Dolphins season, and then, of course, we're going along with the Bears season as it's progressing. But I hadn't seen the Dolphins season yet. It was pretty good. We just finished the Giants one, too, dude. The Giants Hard Knocks was awesome. I loved seeing that side of the NFL for the first time. So good. Okay, we're up next after this. What do we got? What do we got? Dak is still on the board. What's the ADP like here? We're at pick 90. I don't know, man. Swift is gone. Wide receiver. I mean, Jaden Reed could be awesome. What about tight end? Bowers. This is around his ADP, but I just don't like Bowers here, dude. I'm sorry. With the Raiders, Keon Coleman could be great. I want a stock, me personally. I want a stock in Brian Thomas. He could be an awesome, awesome get. Although, I got it. I'm sorry. I was hyping it up. I want Brian Thomas, but you got to go Christian Watson here, dude. Jaden Reed's also a pretty great pick, but I like Christian Watson's upside tremendously. If Jordan Love can continue his dominance, those are 2 guys that I'm taking a shot on. Watson or Jaden Reed could be great. Ah, man, I should have done it, though. I should have done it. It's just Brian Thomas, and this is where it came into play again. Brian Thomas is another week 12 bye. That was real-time brain processing. I was like, I can't take another 12 bye this high. I can do it a little later, but that's a little high. Week 12 is going to be tough. So we pivoted to Watson. I feel good about Watson. I feel about equal with Watson and Jaden Reed. Hawk is still there. I think Hawk is injured. They have a little update thing right here, right? So 13 days ago, he returns to practice. I think he'll be okay, Jaden. T-Hawk. We'll take a look. He likely out for the start of the season. Make sure you guys are looking at these two if you're not in the know. I gotta take a look at some players too that I'm not 100% on. What's our next pick? At 103? 103. I feel so good at wide receiver this draft. It's stupid. And there's even more up here that I'd be willing to take even this high. Man, week 12 is so hard, dude. Khalil Shakir, Zach Moss, Chase Brown. Jonathan Brooks could be great later. I don't know, dude. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. These buys are going to get tough later. JSN off the board. Shakir off the board. Shakir could be great. We're up in a couple of picks. You surprised Thomas landed to you? Yeah, dude. Saying I wanted to pull the trigger on it so bad. I wanted it so bad, but I couldn't. You know me. I got a little too careful there. See, now look though, we pivoted last second and we doubled up on week 10. I don't know if you guys can see that behind me. Now we got 2 week 10 wide receivers. But we'll be fine though. Wide receiver you tend to get a whole bunch of, but man, there's too many other positions there. Brooks taken just before us. That was a guy that I was looking at. Brian Robinson could be good. I got to look at other positions, man. Hollywood Brown could be a value, but he's injured. Keon Coleman, we already got some guys in that offense. Jordan Addison, he got injured, right? I got to be quick here. I'm going to go with, oh no, where is he? Oh, Chase Brown's gone already. I'll take my other quarterback. Who did we take? Hollywood? We missed it by a hair. We took Hollywood. Dang, dude. I was going to pivot to Chase Brown, and he was gone. GG's. Hollywood, man. I don't know what the injury looks like. Addison was an ankle sprain. Hang on. I got to look this up now. Hollywood's not somebody I've taken any stakes in. He's questionable for week 1. He suffered a joint dislocation, which is compared to Tyreek's injury in 2019. He'll potentially miss some time. Okay, so it's not a season ender. Okay. Hollywood will be fine later. Best ball. And then Prescott went a couple... Addison's... okay. Ankle sprain. See, I got to get back on top of it, man. I probably would have grabbed Jordan Addison. He avoids major injury. I mean, it's still kind of risky, but... That's crazy. Yeah, I wanted to be fair, my thought process, I wanted Jonathan Brooks, but I would have settled for Brown. And they were both gone right before me. We'll be looking at running back. We got Gibbs and Kamara. That's not terrible. Trying to cover our bases here a little bit. There's at this point, like around here is maybe where I start to worry a little bit. But there's still some upside if you know what you're doing, I guess. At this point of the draft, there's still guys that you're worth taking a shot on, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we're up in 4 picks. We're up in 4 picks. Did Adunze go? I think he did. I was like, Romeo Dobbs. No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he went. Jordan Addison's gone. Pollard, Zach Moss. 4 picks. 4 picks. Man, do we have another tight end too? Jeez. It's rough out here, man. I mean, we're so good at wide receiver, it should carry us. And to be fair, like, Jahmyr Gibbs is also a huge dub pick. Like, we got star power at every position. We just need to fill the depth a little bit. I'm looking at it quarterback. Oh, okay. We're up next. Okay, Jameson Williams just off the board. I think of the running backs I like here because, I mean, where are the bye weeks over here? Gibbs is also week 5, but I need more depth, dudes. Brian Robinson and Tajay Spears are great, but I got to go with an RB1 because he's like, we already know about Pollard. It's between who's going to be better or worse, Pollard or Eckler. I think Eckler is going to serve a very similar, because we know what Eckler can be when he's paired with a running back like Melvin Gordon. Like, they make a good pair. Like, they're both fantasy relevant. I think Tajay Spears is also a good pick. But Pollard is going to have to really stink. You know what I mean? Before I feel good about. And I don't know the Titans as well, but I know Austin Eckler, and I know if Austin Eckler is RB2, then their RB1 should be just fine. And Brian Robinson is a pretty good pick there. And we avoid the Week 5 doubling up. I feel good. I feel good. You like the roster video? Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't checked to see. I was worried about going live a little too early after the video because I was like, I don't want to screw up the views. But no, you guys did great. Thank you. You guys are doing awesome on the views. Yeah, somebody commented that I said in the video, I don't want this video to be 40 minutes long. It ended up being like 38 minutes long. Hey, we did it. We didn't go over, but we were riding that line, dude. We were riding that line. Chase likes Spears. I mean, I like Spears too, but we would have doubled up bye weeks. And I don't know the situation as well. I love Spears, man. He could definitely turn out to be good. And that's a great pick this late. But Brian Robinson, I mean, that offense, think about this. You got the new quarterback in Jaden Daniels, right? A lot of the times when an offense introduces a running quarterback like that, the running backs are actually some of the biggest beneficiaries of something, of a change at quarterback like that. And I think Brian Robinson, he's going to get a lot more opportunities closer to the goal line. That's a big problem, too, that the Washington Commanders have had in a long time. Yeah. But Spears, I would have taken him too. I think, honestly, dude, I probably would have taken Spears if I wasn't doubling up on bye weeks. We have to be a little bit more careful about that this far down. Exactly, just don't play with your heart. Brian Robinson, to be fair, though, is a monster. He could be awesome. Caleb Williams off the board. That's a good value there, Saint. I like him there. That's a good value. Jerome Ford off the board. Singletary off the board. Yeah, running backs getting reached for big time, man. There's some great wide receivers. Couple of good quarterbacks still left. What are we looking at a backup quarterback? We need at least a few, right? Kyler Murray's an awesome RB1 for us. And yeah, I still feel pretty good about the options a little further down. Yeah, we'll be fine. Running back, though, I don't know. Pickens is slim. Wide receiver, there's tons and tons and tons of value. Maybe not as much value as was before, but still some good guys. And then tight end. I don't know. Musgrave, Cole. Trevor Lawrence off the board. Dalton Schultz. You read my mind, Smitch. I was like, I think Dalton Schultz is the last one where I'm like kind of thinking about it. And before I got to wait again. Oh, no. All right. I'll take my favorite rookie running back of the draft for the Chargers and Trey Benson. I feel fine. I was looking for him to go to the Chargers. Like, man, he'd be crazy in this offense. Week 11 bye. Feel good about that. I think he's going to be their starter a lot sooner than later, man. I feel good about that one. That's a good pick. Of the running backs, he's one of the fewer a little further down the board. I was like, yeah, okay, he'll be good. I like that. Saint that said thank you. Yeah, you heard my silence is what it was. I saw the tight ends list and I was like, I think I'm going Dalton Schultz. I can't say anything. So I was like, I think outside of that, like, you know, these other guys, it'll be tough to get targets. I mean, we have Dalton Kincaid though, so I just need somebody to kind of fill in. But in best ball, it'd be nice to have two pretty solid tight ends instead of just one really good one and then a backup. Yeah. It wasn't Saint took it. No, it was Smitch. It was Smitch. Yeah. Still salty we didn't get Benson, but look forward to seeing Vidal. Yeah, Vidal was an awesome consolation prize for the Chargers, dude. Y'all see him last week, right? How many of you guys were here in the live stream? Like, he was awesome. That was a lot of fun, dude. That was a lot of fun. Okay, now that we're getting where to pick 12, so I would say we got like what, a little over half to go, or a little the 18, right? Okay, so we're actually a good ways into it. Again, no promises, no promises. But before we even do this, I need to see if there's enough interest to put together one more league. Okay. I was supposed to make this one a $5. I messed it up and made it a 10. So if we do another one tonight, it'll be a $5 either 10 or 12 team best ball. Please type 1 in the chat. Actually, you know what? Let's do it better because I need to be able to count it. Okay. Let's see if there's enough interest. Okay? If we do one more, if we can get at least, because it'll show me how many votes here at the end. If we can get at least 10 people that are like legitimately will join, so we don't wait forever to fill a roster, then I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Okay, we're at 138. Zach Charbonnet off the board. And we don't pick again until 162. Yeah, I'll take Tua. By week 6, by week 11. Okay, Tua and Kyler definitely not a terrible quarterback room. Cool. Cool. I like it. I love it. Us drafting, we'll watch. Hey, if you're going to draft, hit join. We'll give it another, another minute here before I end the poll. If we get at least 10 people, then I will consider doing one more draft tonight. All right? Yeah, I'll consider one more if we get 10 people interested. Okay? Man, it gets tough this far down, man. This is where you really got to flex your obsession of the off season. I mean, there's still some dudes, but wide receiver, how many we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may pick up one more. Running back looks solid. I think quarterback, I would be fine if we were done at even done at quarterback at this point. We got 2 really good ones. Oh yeah, we're covered. We're covered. Okay. All right, let's see what we got as far as the poll. There are at least 10 people that will join. I have 23 votes. 73% said they would. Oh man, I thought it was going to be a number. Now I got to do some math in my head. That's at least 10, isn't it? Then you create a body. Hey, Chase, let's all calm down. Let's all calm down, dude. Yeah, so that's at least 10 people. That's like 14 people, right? Okay, cool. Again, no promises. No promises, but it looks like there is interest. We might do one more at the end here. We might do one more. We might do one more. Okay, so what positions do we really need? I think we kind of missed the window for crazy good backup tight ends, so we might just wait and pick up somebody a little lower that could just carry us a week. So it has to be outside of a week 12 bye. Some guys that I like that I probably going to miss on: Jawan Johnson, Peller Conklin, Mike Gesicki, Dawson. Oh, he's the other guy there. Might be tough. We're up in a couple. We're up in a couple though. All right. We'll think about doing one more. We'll think about doing one more. Oh, we're up. We're up. Okay. I kind of do know who I want here. How many running backs we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'll take a shot on this guy. This is kind of a crowded backfield, but Jalen Wright is the kind of talent that if he's unleashed and he does well, man, and he gets an opportunity, he could be a winner. He could be a league winner. I feel pretty good about the running back room there. I feel really good about it, actually. A couple of really nice rookie picks in Benson and Wright. Outside of Jonathan Brooks, those are my two other guys that I love from this draft class, and they landed in pretty good spots. So let's do another one. All right, we'll do one more draft at the end of this. We'll do one more draft. Please make sure you guys use the code, use Director. Even if you're only putting in, this next one's going to be a $5 draft. Even if you're only putting in $5, it'll double it. It'll double it and give you 10, so you can join another draft later or whatever. Just keep in mind, if you use my code, you only get the double up once. So if you're a kind of person that wants to play fantasy a little bit further, I told my buddy was asking me about this the other day. He's like, hey, I want to use your code. And I was like, hey, thanks, man. He's like, how much should I put in? I was like, you play a lot of fantasy, but I was like, he tends to play pretty conservatively. So I was like, just put in like $25 and use 50 for the season. But it's up to you guys. Not everybody loves Underdog. Not everybody uses Pick'ems. I love Pick'ems. That's the reason I'm partnered with Underdog. I play those every single season. Tyler Algier? Okay. So I think at this point, we're just going to kind of go BPA. Feel pretty good about BPA. Can't join Wish It Was Friday. Hey, Jason, you should have at least one more opportunity. We may do two more. Just kind of depends how busy we are, because we have the one more stream this weekend for the Chargers preseason week 3, and then next week we don't have any live streams other than these, so I may double up next week. But the week after that is where it gets kind of crazy, right? It's the first week of NFL football. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Won't go too crazy. Okay, we're up in 3 picks here. Some guys that we're looking at. Tight end. Do we like anybody that we're going to take a shot this high? Probably not. They're all kind of the same. What's the value looking like? Jahan Dotson with Washington. He could be good. Where are we? 163. Michael Wilson, Chuba Hubbard, Davis, Adam Thielen. We can go with another quarterback. I know. Oh, okay. Jahan Dotson's fine. I was like, we're going to go Braylon Allen, just get all the rookie running backs, but that's fine too. Jahan Dotson's not bad. Man, we got to be a little quicker, dude. I think the big thing that gets me is I click on the name, right? And then I have to scroll down. And I always think, okay, I'm just going to click and go. I was like, no, I have to scroll down and get the draft. We missed twice. But Jahan Dotson, you can do worse. Doesn't interfere with the week 14 or with the bye. And him and Terry should be pretty set with Jaden Daniels. Really know most of these players now. You said, dang. I mean, Braylon Allen, like, let's listen. Braylon Allen is the only upside you're looking at there is if they split time or he gets goal line carries or whatever with Brees Hall. And he's like the ultimate handcuff because he actually looks crazy good in terms of upside if he becomes the RB1. Like, this dude's insanely big. Like, he's huge, but he's a handcuff. He's a handcuff. Matter of fact, I got to start looking down here and seeing if there's guys that like. So we need a backup tight end, maybe one more quarterback. We're good at receiver, maybe one more running back. But for the most part, I think the team is pretty filled. Like, if we stopped now, I think I'd be fine. Where are we at? Pick 15? We have 3 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 4 more players. Don't read my silence. Shipley's another good one. Oh, man. It's just all these rooms are so crowded. You know, there was this many rounds. Yeah, 18 rounds. That's why I was like, no promises, because it takes a while. It takes a while to draft. Definitely takes a while. We're up in 3 picks. Okay. Sorry, I gotta check this real quick. We gotta be so quick. He's running with the starters. Wilson's taking 200. Okay. 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 This will have to be my last wide receiver then. That's a good value. Michael Wilson, that's a good value. We're just going BPA, baby. And then I kind of have to look, because I don't know anything about these other players. Like Cade Otton. Impressive effort in the play. Okay, in the playoffs. Cool. Jonnu Smith. Now with Miami. Rotating with Durham. Don't love that. Juwan Johnson I like, but he's also week 12, so I'd be without a tight end. Kobe Parkinson. Conquo with the Tennessee Titans. Theo Johnson. I love this player, but I mean, he's a rookie. Getting first team reps. I mean, I don't know. Tucker Kraft, Zach Ertz, Sanders. Nothing on him. Yeah, you're really taking a flyer on tight end outside of your starters. How many wide receivers we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide receivers. We can't go wide receiver no matter what. Okay, Jalen Tolbert's great, McMillan's great, but like we got to fill another position. We got to fill another position. This is like the IRL draft, the old days when they had like 13 rounds. Yep. You get into the weeds here, like the tail end of the drafts. And you're like, who are you people? Even now with 7 rounds, I think that who are you people? We got 4 more picks and then we're back up. I think we'll just kind of go with the value where we can find it. Go with the value. Tight end feels like no matter what, it's going to be tough. Running back, I mean, there's some guys with upside. Not practicing. Why? Hammy. Justice Hill. Tank Bigsby. Estime. Elijah Mitchell. Shipley, Gasecki, Kendre. Can't take Dawson. We're up in 2 picks. Seki off the board. Why is Jonnu? That's about our ADP. Are we up now? Why is Jonnu Smith? Why is he higher? Past situations, he's the obvious favorite. What do we have at running back? Marshawn Lloyd. I like Lloyd. Screw it. I like Theo. If he's running with the starters, you know, whatever. That's what these rounds are for. Have I ordered any more jerseys? Not yet. I plan on getting McConkey. I actually might grab a Joe Alt. Not going to lie. Like, it's been a minute since I've had a lineman jersey. I think the only one I have up there is Hardwick. But I'm thinking about it, dude. Big old Joe Alt. Kind of like it. And we all know he's going to be with the team for a long time, man. You think about getting all jersey too? Yeah, I mean, it's been... I haven't gotten a lineman jersey since I was like... Gosh, like 16, 18. It was a long time ago, dude. I feel good about this one. So maybe I'll get McConkey and Alt. I have to get McConkey because he was like... He was my dude. I feel pretty good about this draft, though, man. We started so strong. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf. We snuck in a Brandon Ayuk at the last second. We got Dalton Kincaid. And those are, I think, our top 5 rounds are awesome. Then we really got some slam dunks there to start things off. Marshawn Lloyd off. That was going to be the guy for me at this point. He was it. I like Tyron Tracy a lot too, but is he coming back? Ankle injury looked worrisome. Audric Estime, Elijah Mitchell. Yeah, I don't know. Running back's a little tough here, but I mean, I feel good about our running backs now. Alexander Madison's not a bad pick. Ian Pierce, dude, what happened? Yeah, Joe Mixon's gonna eat up that team. I guess there's some that are worth taking a shot on here. Giving up, what a great pick, yeah. Control Alt Delete. Stick on patch. That would be cool, dude. That's definitely gonna be the shortest name I've ever had on a jersey. Oh wait. There we go. All right, we're up. Who went right before me? Orley, Burton. All right. Again, let's go with the new guy. New York, we're likely to start free agent. Devin Singletary, workhorse-like role with Tracy in the lead scoop, number 2 running back duties. Yeah, and he's a great receiving back. So at least he's got the PPR upside. You know. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Just load up in a bunch of rookie running backs at the end here. Someone's gonna pop, right? We got 3. We got Trey Benson, Jalen Wright, and Tyron Tracy. Yeah. Shark is injured. I can see him starting on IR. What did we get any confirmation of what the injury was? Last I heard, we didn't know.
Pick up the phone.
Well, we'll see what happens. So everybody stay frosty. We're rounding out the last... is this our last pick? Are we about to hit round 18? I think 18's our last pick, right? Yeah, so 18's our last pick. Then I'm going to set up a new league and then everybody in the comments, we'll just put it in the comments, right? If there's enough people here that want to fill up a draft, then we'll just post it here for you guys exclusively, and then we'll run one more. Does that sound fun? Does that sound fun? So I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you want to get in, like, I'm thinking of doing a 10. Just make sure you got the app loaded up. Make sure you got everything in there that you need. Because, and you have an account and all that, because it'll go quick. It'll go quick. Should we go 10 or 12? Because that poll told me that there was maybe 14, so 12 might be pushing it. 10 feels like it'll fill pretty quick. Y'all want 12? You guys would want 12 because then there's a better shot at getting in. Ah! If we don't fill like right away, then maybe I'll post one more link, but we're missing some people too. I have a feeling we should probably go 10, right? I have a feeling we might need to go 10. Type 1 in the chat if you're coming in. Type 1. Type 1 in the chat and just type it one time. Type 1 in the chat if you're going to come to this next draft. If you are going to participate. Type 1 in the chat and I'll count it up. And I'll count it up. If you guys indeed are going to come in and participate, type 1 in the chat. And if we get at least 12 people, then I will put 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm looking at 8. I see Rubio putting in a dot. I see a couple 2s in there. Okay, so I see 9. Oh, no, that's twice there, Chase. That's 1. I don't know. Are we going to be able to fill it up if we go 12? Are we going to be able to fill it up? Didn't put a dot. There's 10. I see enough to fill 10. I don't know about that though. What do we got? We can either go with Sam Darnold, who has a #1 wide receiver, to fill out the running or the quarterbacks. But I feel really good about the quarterbacks. The tight ends I don't feel great about. There's one tight end that I kind of still like. Nah, let's just go with let's just go with Sam Darnold. All right. Easton Stick. Okay. So I saw at least 10 people. I saw at least 10. Right, and if not, we go 10. No, because once you make it, it's done. You can't change how many people are participating. Dave Frosty says, Bill. Hey, Bill, thank you so much, man. We're about to double down, though, dudes. I got to go get the next draft set. We'll take a look at the teams real quick. And then we're going to start one more draft. One more draft for the chat here, dude. I think it'll be fun, man. So if you guys want to participate, again, Joshi for 11, that's enough. Plus me, right? Plus me. I keep forgetting that. So we should just barely have enough for 12 if everybody here does join that did type 1. And then again, I guess I could post it on Twitter if we're short a couple, but I don't want to be waiting here for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? How do you join the draft? Where do you go exactly? It's on Underdog. On Underdog. So I'll be posting a link here in a second that goes to Underdog. Nick Pulse, you would participate. Yeah, we ran one. It was suggested like 12 or 14 people wanted to. I think I got to go 10 though, dudes. I think I got to go 10. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here too long waiting for the thing to fill up. You know what I mean? I think we're going to go with a 10. And we're going to go with a 10. All right, that's going to do it for this draft. Let's go take a look at the teams real quick, man. Let's take a look at the teams. Can we click on each one of these guys individually? There we go. Yeah, that's right. That's how they did it last time. Okay, Saint, he was here before. Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, good. Running backs look okay. TMC is definitely the header there. Wide receiver looks all right. And tight end looks great. Yeah, that's not a bad one. I'm not going to give letter grades this time. We're just kind of taking a look at the teams. Lamar Jackson, Kirk Cousins, Todd White, Jalen Warren, Jerome Ford. Okay, so it's definitely going to be a wide receiver heavy, right? Yeah, Lamb, London, Evans, Pickens. Really good wide receivers, really good tight ends. Okay, I respect it. Meant to win, really good quarterbacks. Solid running backs. He's going to go ahead and grab the Chargers ones, too. really good wide receivers. Okay. I respect it. Here's Chargers. I liked how he started. Let's see how we finished here. Josh Allen, Bryce Young, not bad. Bijan, A-Chain, Cook, Williams, super strong running backs. Kupp, Godwin, Johnson, Shakir, super good, solid, I would say, wide receivers. Really weak at tight end, but hey, the other positions look pretty good to me. Casanova, Goff, Lawrence, not bad. Kyron, Mixon, Brown, Hubbard, decent. Wide receivers look awesome. Hill, Moore, Cooper, Ridley, Sutton. And then tight end look fine. Tight end looks fine. Mitch was the one that was hurting me, man. He got Jalen Hurts, Watson, Fields. He's getting Hall, Zamir White, Jonathan Brooks, pretty good running backs. Nico, Smith, Higgins, Worthy, decent wide receivers. Schultz commit. Overall, very well-rounded team. Let's see. There's my team. Murray, Tua, great. Gibbs, great. Outside of that, okay at running back. Really good wide receivers. And a good tight end. Be it not a great backup, but good. Let's see. Nightwave. And by the way, actually, while we're going through these, let's take a quick break here so I can make the link for the next one. And while we're going over the other teams, we'll get you guys sorted in there and getting that thing filled up. Okay? So it's going to be a $5 10-man league, right? I think that's what we're going to go with. A $5 10-person best ball. Okay, here comes the link, guys. Make sure you're ready, because there may be more than 12 people that want to come in. I don't know. I just want to make sure that we can start this one right away. All right? Here we go. Here comes the next link. Here comes the next link. And boom. In the chat. In the chat. If you guys want in, join right away. Join right away. It's filling up actually pretty quick. Let's go finish off the reading of the teams of the first draft. Love Anthony Richardson. I'm a big believer of Anthony Richardson. Good running back. Decent backups. You got some really good backups. Gus Edwards could pan out. A little high, but we're Chargers fans. Jefferson, Dell, McConkey, Williams. Strong wide receivers. Good tight ends. Not bad, Nightwave. Definitely not bad. Garcia, Mahomes, Rodgers, solid. Montgomery, Chandler, Herbert, okay. Neighbors, Puka, Rice, Palmer, decent. Laporta and Gesicki, great tight ends. Great tight ends. And modern world with Stroud, Dak, Carr, great quarterbacks. Taylor, Jacobs, Connor, good running backs. Pretty decent, actually. You got a really good one in Jonathan Taylor. Wide receiver, Harrison, Terry, Wicks, Mooney, definitely not bad. And then tight end, Pitts, Goddard, Hawk, Dulcich. Okay, pretty good team. Pretty good team. Let's see. Waiting on 3 people. All right, so 10 teams. We're waiting on 3. We're waiting on 3. Waiting on 3. So get in before it fills up. Vaughn coming here with Justin Herbert. Purdy. Nice. You got Chubb, Walker, Moss, Algier. Decent enough. It really depends on what happens with Chubb, dude. Wide receiver, Adams, Wilson, Allen, Coleman, not bad. And tight end, Kelsey and Njoku, definitely strong. And last but not least, y'all, 95 with Jordan Love, Mayfield, nice. Saquon, Etienne, Ramondre, Tony, Eckler, good running backs. Wide receiver, AJ, Pittman, Adunze, Addison, decent wide receivers. Ingram, okay, very solid, decent overall. And again, good luck to everybody, man. Good luck to everybody. We got ourselves a nice best ball league that now you can just check up on every single week to see how you're doing. That's why I want to do so many of these. By the way, we are now full. This next draft's about to begin. All right, it's going to take, 1 minute. 1 minute, we're going to start there. Well, this one was fun, man. This one was definitely fun. I have to go through and edit it. Can I do that here? Draft info? Yes. Okay, so this one was a... we'll call this... Directors League 3, right? Or would it be 2? I think it'd be 2. Okay, and this one would be 3, I think. Directors League 3. Okay, cool. And we got the 1-6. Okay, we've yet to draft in the top 5. I'll take 6. I'll take 6. Where does that put us? Now we're back in drafting mode. Gotta get back in drafting mode. So that gives us, I mean, we're gonna get a great wide receiver or a decent running back. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. DMC off the board. Salte coming back. What's up, everybody? Round 2. You guys are crazy for talking me into this, dude. Just like other streams, I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. It's time to eat, dude. It's time to eat. Good luck, everybody, man. Type 1 if you wanted to come in and you just didn't get a spot. If you wanted to come in, you didn't get a spot. I'll feel bad, but maybe we'll do a 12 again soon. All right. And don't worry, this won't be the last chance. We'll do a few more of these as the year goes on. All right, so we got CMC, CeeDee Lamb, and Tyreek Hill off the board. We're up in 3 spots, so we're guaranteed Chase, Brown, Jefferson, Hall, or Bijan. I think those are the guys I'm looking at in terms of the first round pick. Bijan off the board. Casanova. Got Max and me up next. Max and me. Your Chambo? Where are you? Where do you draft? Ooh, St. Brown off the board too. Okay. I think we're going to switch it up a little bit here, man. Let's get ourselves a running back early. We've been taking wide receiver pretty early every single time. It's been working. I think we're going to go with the running back here in round 1. All right? Because, yeah, we're not going to draft again until pick 15, which is going to land us in and around the realm of, yeah, we might get another running back. I wouldn't be upset about it, but wide receiver doesn't look terrible up here either. But I'm not afraid of doubling up on running back if that's what it takes. We'll see. We're just going to go with the value. We'll go with the value. See where the value takes us. Oh, so you had the number 2 pick there, Chase. CeeDee Lamb. Okay, all right. Thanks, Jason. I'm sorry, Sky Dweller. We'll do another one for sure soon. We'll do another one for sure. And keep an eye. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, definitely follow me there, because sometimes I'll be sitting in my living room and be like, I want to do a draft. Let's jump in. Let's do one real quick. That one, unfortunately, though, even though Twitter, we got like 20,000 followers or whatever, it still took like 20, 30 minutes to fill up. I'm trying to avoid that. I don't want to be waiting that whole time. Am I back on the clock? Oh, shoot. Okay. Again, not afraid of doubling up at running back, and there's some great value here. I don't mind going Gibbs again. Let's see, we got Breece Hall. I don't mind going okay, so I do think I want to go Saquon though. Yeah, I'm gonna go Saquon. I love both, don't get me wrong, but I think at that point either one could hit, and I love Saquon Barkley behind that offensive line, dude. I'll tell you what. Don't post a video and then go live? Okay, sorry. I feel pretty dang good about Saquon Barkley behind that new offensive line, man. He's going to go nuts. But now we don't pick again. Let's see, we were at 15. Oh, this is a 10 draft. That's why, too. That felt really fast. We went from 12 to 10, so we're 4 spots faster now. Back and forth on the snake. So now we're at 26. Okay. And we still got receivers and stuff down there, too. So, yeah, we'll just kind of go with the flow, man. I'm not going to push it. We're going with the value, and the value has been running back twice, and I feel good there. I mean, we could have gone Jamar again, but I wanted to mix it up with Breece Hall. Breece Hall, Saquon's a nasty, nasty duo to start off with, dude. Feel good. And we can avoid the whole thing of running backs getting reached for. The whole draft, running backs were getting reached for, and the value was at wide receiver. So maybe if we double up early, we can just take all of the value at wide receiver as it hits us, right? We'll take as much value because we can wait on running back for a minute, and they don't have the same buy or anything like that. We can just go. I like it. I'll keep tracks of all these drafts during game time. It's fun. It makes the draft super fun, dude. Or it makes the games super fun. Now, I'll be honest. Like, I really only follow a couple of drafts, right? Live, like when the games are happening. My home league, I follow very religiously. I will follow maybe 1 or 2 leagues on Underdog, but Underdog also takes up a lot of my time during game day because I'm looking at my pick'ems. I'm just reminding myself who to root for because I'll put down like maybe 5 pick'em slips a week because it's pretty fun. And once you get kind of good at it, like once you find your footing in pick'ems, like you start hitting a lot more than you're missing. And that's when it kind of becomes fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really like fantasy football to increase the joy I get in the season. You want to do more pick'ems this year? Pick'ems is so fun. I warn you though, like it's addicting as heck in terms of like how to play fantasy. I started doing pick'ems like 4 years ago, and now it's like maybe even 5 years ago, and now it's like I can't do NFL without it. Like it's super fun. All right, Mike Evans, Nico, Cup. I was hoping either Nico or Cup would fall to me, but hey, we're gonna go where the value takes us, dude. Who's gonna be our wide receiver 1? Josh Jacobs taking this high is crazy. But hey, I don't. It could work, right? Jalen Waddle back at practice, so he was a little hobbled, right? Neighbors would be an insane wide receiver 1 for this team. Like, you're taking such a shot with that. I think it's got to be Waddle, though, right? I'll just double check on this real quick. Full pads Wednesday, dealing with minor injury. Okay. Yeah, Waddle's a good pick. Waddle's a good pick. I'll take Waddle. You could do way worse at wide receiver 1 than Waddle. Neighbors was tempting, though, because Neighbors could be like a league winner, but a lot has to go right for him, right? Rookie season, crappy quarterback play, offense has kind of been off the chain for a while. Jalen Waddle feels a bit safer. And I shouldn't go just strictly on their ADP on Underdog. There's other guys that I would have taken in several rounds last draft higher. I just didn't see their names closer to the top. Like Brian Thomas was another one where I was like, yeah, he's going to be cool. We're coming up again here really quick. I like 10. 10 doesn't take as long. All right, as expected, we're seeing some nice wide receiver value, right? We're up in 3. I see more than 3 wide receivers I wouldn't mind taking here, dude. All right. I like the running back strat so far. The running back strat looks pretty good. Running back strat's working out. Because we don't got to touch running back for a minute. We can just go with the value. We're up in 2 picks here, dude. Ooh. And Ayuk still on the board again. Are we going to get him twice? Who went before us? Montgomery? What's the injury looking like for Laporta? Do we go with the best tight end, or do we go with a great value in Ayuk? I think we're just gonna go with the best tight end. I know there's a bit of an injury thing behind him, but like everything I've read is that he'll be back sooner than later, so he might be the best tight end in football. So we're going to go with 2 crazy good running backs, a good wide receiver. We'll hope that more value follows us down the board, but getting the best tight end potentially is pretty huge, especially in a 10-team league, right? Because there's so few to pick. You know what I mean? There's still 4 pretty good ones, and let's be honest, any of them could pop. But Laporta could be crazy. Crazy how Laporta went top dog in 1 year. Yeah, it is nuts. He's one of those rare stories at a position that normally takes a lot longer to develop, dudes. He popped and he never looked back, dude. He's awesome. So running back and tight end is already massive wins for this team. Now we just got to find some good value, some guys that we feel good about at wide receiver, which there was value the entire last draft at wide receiver. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I feel good about this one. I feel really good about this one. Because I ain't here to fumble around here, man. I'm going to win. I want to win, dudes. Wish we drafted him in 2023. Was that the Kincaid year, too? Laporta was right after Kincaid, right? He was in the 2nd round. I was such a huge Kincaid believer, man. I still am. Him and Josh Allen are going to light the league on fire at some point, dude. Dalton Kincaid, course, a Utah guy, like he's going to be amazing. But Sam Laporta, we were all excited about his potential, and he just blew all that potential out of the water, man. Absolutely insane. All right, I know who I'm going with. I got 2 players at the top of my mind that I will take instantly. Tank Dell was the first one. The second one, we're going to take Lamar. Yeah, it's crazy because I'm like, I need to get some more wide receivers on this team, but you know what? Like, you got to take some positions before they get scooped. Because you gotta stand out with your starters in these smaller leagues, right? You need a number of top dogs, right? And we got one of the top dogs at quarterback, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got the 5th best quarterback. We got the best tight end. We got maybe 2 of the top 10 running backs. It's probably closer to like running back 4 and 5, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I normally never take quarterback that early. Now there's a run on running backs too. And look, there's so much value still at wide receiver. I'm not sweating it. Almost all the good tight ends are gone. All of the best quarterbacks are gone. Okay. We'll see how this works out, man. I did want to change it up, though. I did want to change it up a little bit. I did want to change it up, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. So where do we go now? We go wide receiver 2. I mean, Amari's always so underappreciated, man. Handles individual drills. Okay. The other guy I really love is Scary Terry. What did they end the season with? 190. They're about the same, right? To 208. Between the two, Bryce is also a good pick. I'm just such a huge Scary Terry fan, man. And I think Jaden Daniels is gonna unlock something nuts this season for him. I will take Terry McLaurin whenever I can. As my wide receiver 2, I feel good about that. Wide receiver 2. And I mean, Amari's also super, Casanova, like that's a super solid pick all the way down here. I happen to be a very good Scary Terry. Yeah. Feeling good so far? Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good too, dude. Lamar, Brees, Saquon, Jalen Waddle, Scary Terry, Sam Laporta. Like, that's a nasty squad. That is a nasty, nasty squad. Let's see. How do they fill? Is there a flex on here? The roster has... Yeah, there is a flex. There is a flex. So 3 receivers, 2 running backs, quarterbacks. Pretty standard stuff. 1 tight end and a flex. Dalton Kincaid. Dude, I'm such a Kincaid believer, man. I'm so high on Dalton Kincaid, dude. I think he's going to have such a good year. He may end up being tight end 1. That's how confident I am. I was so confident in him that I kept him in my home league. And mind you, this home league's been going on for 12 years. This is our 12th year. I've won 4 of those seasons. Going off my gut. Best ball director. Best ball. Best ball. I'm very tempted for Ladd right now. Very tempted for Ladd. Kirk is solid. Ridley's solid. If it's best ball, I want at least 1 share of Xavier Worthy, dude. He could be for real. I hate to say it. He could. He could be for real. It's a best ball league, too. So Xavier Worthy, the thing about him is I think that in his rookie season, he's going to have like 6 or 7 games where he goes bonkers, and then he'll be okay for the rest of the season, right? But those 6 or 7 games could win you your league, you know, with 10 people. Like, I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot down here on him. Yeah, and these other skill positions, man, they're going crazy. That's why I think early running back's the move. Because they start getting a little reached for, because you kind of have to. If you want a good one, you kind of have to. Now look at this, dudes. Look at this. We're up in 4 picks, and we got our pick of the litter at wide receiver value. Christian Kirk. I'm gonna take him in a heartbeat. George Pickens is a great pick. We're up in 3. I mean, I would go Jaden Reed. Calvin Ridley's good. I would go Jaden Reed. Godwin could be a great pick here, too. Kirk's gone. Okay, so for me, it's not expected to place it in the preseason. For me, Godwin, him and man, Rome could certainly turn out to be crazy good later on in the year. I want a share of Brian Thomas super bad, but I think it's Chris Godwin for me. But Rome's also awesome. How many targets is going to get out there though? It's gonna be Godwin for me. I'll take Godwin. I feel good about that. We got Waddle, McLaurin, Worthy, Godwin. I mean, that's great. I feel good. It was close. I was thinking about Roma Dunze because I want that rookie on my team at some point. And he could end up being stupid good. Stupid good. But I already got Xavier Worthy, the rookie. Got to go with a little bit more floor, high floor. Chris Godwin's going to have plenty of targets this season. We got our high ceiling guy in Xavier Worthy. We got our floor guy in Chris Godwin. If I were to flip it, if I would have done it the other way, where was our last pick? Who's the next receiver after that? George Pickens. I probably would have gone Pickens for the floor and then a Dunze for the ceiling, but both of them are pretty good. Both of them feel pretty safe. We're up again at 86. Is your home league a dynasty? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We just started the dynasty like 3 or 4 years ago. How many of you guys are from the old days on this channel, back when I was doing Madden? You guys remember who Trumpet Monkey is? You guys know that name? Type 1 in the chat if you know who Trumpet Monkey is. He was my Australian co-host on a show called Mutt Force for years. We did over 100 episodes of that show. It was awesome. It was just a live like sports news or like a Sports Center style show for Madden Ultimate Team. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. He's in my home league now. He's our foreigner, right? Ooh, I'm doing it. I don't care. I want one share of Lad. Woo! Deontay would have been the pick. But I want one share of Lad McConkey, baby. Woo! Yes. Give me Lad at least once. Give me Lad. Give me Lad. You guys remember Trumpet Monkey? Yeah, the Raiders fan. Yes, that was the shtick, is that I'm Kiwi and he's Australian, which in the sporting world, they don't get along. And then he's a Raiders fan and I'm a Chargers fan. In the sporting world, we don't get along. But for whatever reason, we were yucking it up real well when we were co-hosting. He ended up being one of my best friends for a long time. He still is. We don't talk as much as we used to. Chris, I'm sorry. I got so busy. But, yeah, it's crazy how things work out sometimes. Spent too much time on Mutt back in the day. Yeah, that's where it all started, man. I wanted to have the best show for Madden on YouTube, and I think we did it. Even though we didn't pop, I think we only made it to like 5,000 subs or something like that. I felt pretty good about being like, we have the top production value by far out here. I felt good about it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide receivers. I don't mind taking, like, my last wide receiver here, too, dude. Like, I'm not even going to hesitate if the value's there. We're up in 2 picks. I see 2 wide receivers that I'm taking, no matter what. I see 2 wide receivers that I feel super good about taking if they're still there, and I'll be good at wide receiver. And then I can start pivoting back to running back and stuff and trying to look for value. Deontay Johnson was one of them. Christian Watson's another one. I don't mind taking Christian Watson again. Avoids trouble with knee. Yeah, so I heard about that. He should be fine, though. He should be fine. Now, real quick, though, because there's another guy I want a share of really, really bad. Jalen Warren is one of them. Injury downplayed by coach. But Chase Brown, dude, I have a feeling Chase Brown's going to go crazy. I want to take a share of him. We already have Brees. We already have Barkley. I want a share of Chase Brown, dude. I want him on my team. Jalen Warren is another guy that I was super high on, but I don't know about the injury. Like, I don't know if I want that that high. But Chase Brown, dude, I think he could be something. I think he could be something. I wouldn't have hesitated on Christian Watson either. But maybe we'll save some of that value for a little later, because I really only like have room for one more receiver, maybe 2. We got to start doubling up on some other positions. Running back's definitely not bad. I mean, I would still kind of take Jalen Warren at this point because it's more of a depth thing, but, you know, it's find the value. And I think Chase Brown could be awesome, dude. I love him. And my wife, fam, Wife's a Chargers fan now. Yeah, it's funny how these dynamics work. It's so crazy how many Raiders fans I have as like really good friends of mine. Because we got in so many arguments over football, but everything else. I mean, even football we have a lot of fun with, right? Just because we're rivals doesn't mean we hate each other. We talk a lot of crap. But man, my best friend growing up, McKay, he's a Raiders fan. He's always been a Raiders fan. Of course, Trumpet Monkey. I've got, just in my league alone, there was like 2 other guys that I'm still pretty close with. And then my closest friend group, and we've all been pretty much best friends since high school. We still hang out all the time. Or no, I shouldn't say all the time, but we take like vacations together because everyone's got their own lives. So a couple of years ago now, because we missed the one this year, we went to Vegas together. We had a really good time. Anyway, in that friend group, there was 4 of us, maybe sometimes 5 or 6. And in that friend group, we had me, the Chargers, we had a Raiders, a Broncos, a Patriots, and the other guy doesn't really love football. He's not really a big football guy, but the main 4 of us all had a team. And none of them really got along. A Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers fan walks into the building. We were telling the other guy's name's Paul. We're like, Paul, you should definitely like, because he was still kind of getting into football around that time. Now he's a Patriots fan. But we were like, dude, you should just go Chiefs so we could be that group that's weird, the walking AFC West in the group. That would have been fun. Okay, we're up in 1 pick. I got to pay attention here for a second. So what was the run? Warren's gone. Dobbs, Addison would have been a great pick there. Josh Palmer's not terrible. Who's available here? Moss, Spears, Singletary at running back. Hollywood Brown. Again, I don't know about the injury there. Great everywhere here. I mean, Moss in Cincinnati. I already picked up the other guy. I'm going to back up what I was talking before. Between the other 2 guys, like, I love both of them. Brian Robinson and Tajay Spears. I love them both. And I love them both enough where I'm willing to take Tajay in one league and Robinson in another. I'll take Tajay Spears there. If I wasn't so heavy on wide receiver, I probably would have gone Jamison Williams. Yeah, but I feel good about that. Let's start looking at other depth positions that we kind of sort of maybe need. We're at that point. I mean, we have the best tight end in fantasy right now. Presume it. You know, whoever I pick up is just going to play when he's not playing. So I'm not too worried about that. I felt the same way about Kincaid. Backup quarterback could end up being kind of important. Let's see, where are we at? Bye week 14. We may look at quarterback. So, I mean, these are probably the 3 I'm looking at. Unless there's a crazy value at wide receiver. Which there may end up being, dude. We got, what, 5 picks? There may end up being a crazy value that we take a shot on. We'll see. Let's see how many we got now. We got 1 quarterback, 4 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 1 tight end. I feel so good about all the starters. Like, crazy good about all the starters. So we'll just kind of see who's there. All right, I'm thinking about Devin Singletary. He's a starter. I think I'm going to go for it. That would put me at 5 running backs, 5 wide receivers. I think... Oh, there's some good wide receivers still there, too. I think I got to go with Singletary, though. By week 11 as well. He's perfect. Yep. Okay, feel good. Devin Singletary, I mean, he's a starter. Getting him this far down is perfect. Cool. Love it! Brother and his friend used to work together several years ago. I got to meet him. I found out he's a Raiders fan, but over time we became good friends, and his dad especially, but he passed 2019. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But that's it. It's funny how football, regardless of rivalry and stuff, does bring people together. It certainly made watching football a lot of fun, especially when the Raiders and the Chargers played. Like, we never missed a game. Funny enough, it's sad, and I got to get him over here for him. I just don't want to take away his experience of it, you know what I mean? But now that I'm streaming, and we have those 2 games a year, like, obviously I need to be here for those streams. It's part of my obligation in my job to be here for that, right? But we never missed a game for years and years and years and years together, watching Chargers Raiders every season. And I have a setup. I actually, funny enough, I'll tell him this one day, and I'll show you guys maybe one day too. I set up this side of my studio as a sofa and like a 65-inch TV, and it's got an old Nintendo 64 and stuff like that. This was meant to be my little green room, so that when I'm streaming, he could still hang out with me and watch the Chargers Raiders game. But he always wants to go to a sports bar or something, which I definitely don't blame him for. Good people, if I need anything, they're always there. Yeah, for sure. Bring him to the stream. I think one day I will. He's going to say some stupid crap, but we'll see. He'll get you guys good and riled up. Chargers versus Chiefs, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it is, Jason, out there, huh? You have to have some buddies that are Chiefs fans. Okay, we're up in 4 picks. T-Hawk off the board. Mike Williams. Do I see 3 players that I kind of like? I do. I see 3 players I'm pretty cool with. What do we have here? 5 running backs, 5 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 quarterback. So I have to look at these 2 positions first. There's somebody there that I'm taking above the other guy in my head. Would have been Justin Herbert. Probably would have been Justin Herbert. And that's not even being a homer. I think Justin Herbert's a super big value this far down. Okay. Okay, best ball. Yep, I'll do it. I will take the bite. Again, best ball. So I know my starters are Jalen Waddle, Terry McLaurin, and then a combination of Godwin and Worthy. McConkey, those guys can step into. Jamison Williams, just like Xavier Worthy, he's going to have like 6 games where he goes bonkers. That's all I need him for. So I'm trying to stack players like that. You know what I mean? So I think I'm out on wide receiver for the rest of the draft. At least unless we see again a crazy good value, which Curtis would be a crazy good value. Outside of that, no, I think we just got in at the last second too. I feel super good about wide receiver now. Because we're not going to get Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir. We're not going to get him. You can focus at other positions. Okay. Talk so much trash. I like it. I like it that way. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change any of my friendships. I of course wish I had more Chargers friends out here. I do now, right? Me and the Bolt Bros have been hanging out. But growing up, I wouldn't have changed a thing. It was great. Sucks Herbert is dropping to people's quarterbacks because he doesn't have Allen Williams anymore. It's true, but he's still Justin Herbert. He's still going to throw the ball like crazy, and he's still going to be one of the most efficient in the league. He will be a fantasy value this year. I can almost guarantee it. But you can find a girlfriend that's also a Chargers fan. Hey, I was just blessed to find a girl that liked football. Like, just liking football in general, I think was a massive dub. I was like, cool, man. I have someone to watch the game with in the morning and someone to curl up with at night. All right. What do we got? Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll take Luke Musgrave here. Cool. I didn't think he would be there. Nice. Tight end feels good. By week 5 and 10. Yeah, I'm good. I'm cool. We're Gucci. Tight end looks great. Might need a backup quarterback here soon, but that was a good value there, too. Nice. Where are we at right now, too? We going into round 15? So deep, deep depth at this point. Nice. Looks your wife's a Saints fan. Hey, dude, I mean, trust me when I say this, because I have, of that friend group, did any of them marry into a football-loving wife? I don't think so. Maybe a little bit for one of them, but not too much. And one of them still unmarried. So many of my friends that got married, their wives don't even like sports. So, I mean, I will take a wife that isn't a Chargers fan that still wants to watch the game with me any day of the week. And it's kind of hard to find. It kind of is. You know what I mean? Even a Saints fan, like, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, my wife's at first she wasn't much of an NFL fan. She was a college football fan. Like, that was her diehard thing. She was an Auburn Eagles fan, or Tigers, sorry, Auburn Tigers fan, and that was her big thing. And in the NFL, she kind of dabbled with the Bears because some of her family were Bears fans. Once she married me and we started watching Chargers every week, now she's for sure a huge Chargers fan. But now I'm an obligated Auburn fan as well. I'm getting into college ball though. I really am this year. I can't wait for the games this Saturday. I will be watching a lot of Utah and BYU, and then hopefully by the end of the season, I will decide which one of them will take my fandom. That would definitely be fun. Hey, Christopher Johnson, what's up, dude? $12 holla. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Okay, real quick though. 26 seconds. What position do we need? Running back. We got the tight end. We have a quarterback that we like out here. Rodgers would have been fun. Am I willing to wait a little longer? I am. I'll take Zach Charbonnet. I'll take a backup quarterback last. Cool. Christopher Johnson with the $12 holla. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Director. Chargers football is almost here. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Even in these dinky little for fun streams, going in on Underdog and all that, y'all are throwing in some love. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. Thank you guys for being good company and showing up and doing these things, man. I'm always worried that no one's going to show up and me and like two other people are going to be stuck in here waiting for the thing to fill up all day. But you guys showed up and it's been fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I'm stoked. We got Lamar. We needed somebody that's not week 14. Okay. Yeah, any one of those guys will work. Any one of those guys will work. I would refuse to marry her if she was a Raiders fan. Dude, you might have me there. I don't know. If my wife was a Raiders fan, she herself is also very competitive, so it might have gotten a little uneasy for I'm super blessed that she became a Chargers fan because you don't want to be on her bad side when it comes to sports. So if she was a diehard Raiders fan, that may have been something that kept us apart. that would have been tough. That would have been way tough. My wife walked in and said, "You really have him on the 85-inch. You must be a big fan of his." Hey, Miss Epele. I would like to thank me and Jason go way back now. On the 85, dude. That's nuts. We're at pick 16. We have 18, right? So, yeah, we have 3 more. I don't have to force a quarterback right now. I will, however, take a value if I see one. And I see a couple. I like these 10 people drafts because I still know people when we get to the bottom tiers. I still know some dudes. How many wide receivers we got? 6? Yeah, dude, I don't mind. I don't mind taking another wide receiver here. Micah Wilson. Are you practicing? Won't practice this week. Okay. Boom. I'll take another wide receiver here. I have my eye on one more running back, and then we still need a quarterback. But by the time we get to the quarterbacks, I'm pretty confident somebody will be there. Are they a Rams fan or Niners fan? Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Of the AFC West rivalry, like I could have probably made it work with a Broncos fan. Maybe a Chiefs fan, but certainly never in a million years a Raiders fan. I don't think that would have been possible. That would have been impossible. I don't mean to stereotype or anything, but just Raiders fans always seem a little grubby. You know what I mean? I don't know. I shouldn't say that, but y'all get it. Noah Fant off. Tight end. Yeah, we're set at tight end. Laporte to Musgrave. That's solid, dude. That's super solid. Wide receiver, I think we picked up enough depth where I feel pretty good about it. Running back, we killed it, man. Breece Hall, Saquon, Chase Brown, Tajay Spears, Devin Singletary, like, dang, dude. Actually pretty nutty. Actually crazy. Actually super crazy. We have 2 more picks, right? Okay, 2 more picks. And he fell to me. If I want anybody else, nope, I'll do it. Again, I'm actually pretty big on Jalen Wright. He's in a committee right now, right? But if he were to get any playing time, like, he will be awesome in that offense. The dude's super fast. And most certain Achane, like, they're not the healthiest of guys in the world. You know, and of course we're not rooting for injury, but like, that's a nice handcuff. What we'll say. The other guy I was thinking about, which I can't afford to roster anymore, was Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall could be awesome in this offense. I mean, with Ayuk likely coming back, it does squish his rookie impact a little bit. But I mean, I would take a shot this late for sure. And the other guy I was looking at, which I need another quarterback, so, and this is my last pick, so it's not going to happen, was Isaiah Likely. He's also a really good handcuff player. Like, if they want to mix him in more with Mark Andrews, like, I know he's good. Like, we know that's a good player. He just needs more time. I've locked myself into quarterback. We have 2 picks, and I'm good with any of these guys at backup. I like Bryce Young. Justin Fields. Is he projected the starter at this point? I don't want any piece of that Steelers offense, dude. I'm not going to lie. Other than maybe Najee. I don't want a piece of any of that. Sam Darnold is the starter, but he's got the best wide receiver in football. I don't know about it. I think, honestly, out of all these guys, I think I still want Bryce Young, dude. As crazy as it sounds, like, I feel like I'm gonna go for it. I'll go with Bryce Young. That's more of a gut feeling. There's no science behind that. I feel like Bryce Young is not a bad backup. Right? I just gotta make sure I just didn't double up on buys though. I know I didn't. We're good. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. And Lamar is like my starter every single week anyway, so I'm not gonna sweat it too hard. I feel very good about my team. I feel pretty dang good about my team. Let's go. We'll take a look at your guys' teams here too. I like that balance, though. We got 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends, and then 7 running backs to 7 wide receivers. Very, very balanced. Every once in a while, I feel better about 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends. But in best ball, yeah, I don't know. I should possibly do a backup quarterbacks video. I don't know if there's enough backup quarterbacks where I could do a whole video on it, but, you know, I would think about it. I'll continue to put the names in my other long-form videos. All right, let's take a look at these teams. Let's look at mine first this time. I'll be greedy. We got Lamar Jackson, Bryce Young. Not the best backup, but we got one of the best starters. Cool. Running backs. I think we may have one of the best running back rooms in the draft, man. If I'm being honest, like, I'll be shocked if somebody bests this. Did anybody else double up on running back? Breece Hall and Saquon is disgusting. We also got really good backups in Chase, Spears, Singletary, Charbonnet, and Wright. Like, man, I feel good about those running backs. Wide receivers, not terrible, right? Waddle, McLaurin, Worthy, maybe not the strongest one. Like, I would give this like a C+, but you got some good upside guys, good floor guys too. Godwin, McConkey, Williams, Polk. It's not terrible, but we're definitely going to be carried by the running back and the tight end this year. Sam Laporta, Musgrave. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go back up here to Salte. Hurts, McCaffrey, Kyron. That's not bad. That's close. That's definitely close. Definitely has the best running back in football and a pretty dang good upside one, too. That's close. I'll say that's close. Wide receivers, Olave, Moore, Rice, Reed. Solid. Solid wide receivers, too. Tight end, you got my guy Kincaid. I can't hate it. It's a solid team. Chase, Anthony Richardson, Purdy, Rodgers. Great. I don't know why everybody's not super high on Anthony Richardson, man. He's going to be great. Running back, Achane, awesome. White, good. Harris, good. Elliott, okay. Not bad, could be better. Wide receiver, Lamb, Cup, Diggs, Watson, Addison, strong. Tight end, Andrews, Njoku, very strong. Good team. Good team. You wish you understood fantasy football? You just got to jump in with the with a friend at some point, a friend league, man. They'll walk you through it. They'll take advantage of you. They will ravage you the first couple of years, but you'll learn through pain and suffering. Colin, M25, quarterback, Patty, Jaden Daniels. Maybe the best quarterback room I've seen so far. That's insane. That's an insane stack. Running back, Gibbs, solid. White, okay. Mostert, good. I mean, very good backups. Wide receiver, great. Tyreek, Collins, Ayuk, get out. That's fantastic. Maybe one of the better ones. Tight end, Pitts, Hawk, Sinnott, not bad. Pitts, if he pans out, could be amazing. Not too shabby. Casanova, Stroud and Herbert, very solid quarterback room. Running back, Robinson, Mixon, Swift, Dobbins, very strong. Wide receiver, Adams, Evans, Cooper, Thomas, very strong. Tight end, Ingram, Conklin, overall very solid, well-rounded, balanced team there. Max, Jordan Love, Lawrence, nice quarterbacks. Running backs, Taylor, Jacobs, Pollard, Eckler, Davis, not terrible. Jacobs was a little high for me, but Jonathan Taylor should definitely carry. Wide receiver, Amon-Ra, Tank, Keenan, Coleman. I actually do like your wide receivers a lot. And then tight ends, very nice, Kelsey and Goddard. You can almost think, a lot of times when somebody takes a tight end that high, you can almost think that that's why they didn't get the crazy wide receiver 3. But in this league, it counts. When you have fewer people, you want one of the best tight ends on your team for sure. Then there was me. And then Jay Bolt, Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, solid. Running back, Pacheco, Montgomery, Edwards, Chubb, Moss, okay running backs. Wide receiver, though, Debo, Samuel, Kirk, Mitchell. Very good first two. The other one's definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. And then tight end, Kittle, Ferguson's very strong. Yeah, definitely not too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Quantum got himself Allen Goff Cousins. Pretty great. Probably the best quarterback in football. In terms of fantasy. Running back, Henry, Connor, Brooks. Solid. I love Jonathan Brooks, especially in best ball, dude, where you don't have to worry about it. He could be great. I love Dowdle. That was probably a pretty good value for you, too. Yeah. Brian Robinson's good, too. Love it. Wide receivers, Chase, Nakua, Pitt. Ooh, that's nasty. So you got really good, I would say borderline great. I will say good. Running backs, you got great wide receivers, dude. Wow. That's nuts. And you still got Trey McBride. That's a contender right there, man. We'll have to see what the projected points are. That's a good freaking team. Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Baker, solid. Running back, ETN, Cook, Stevenson, pretty strong. Jefferson, Harrison, DK. Dude, if Harrison pans out, this is a fantastic wide receiver room. Fantastic. Tight ends, Freiermuth, Komet, Henry, not bad. Very solid team. Then Saints, coming back at it. With Caleb, Tua, Levis, pretty strong. Running back, I love Kenneth Walker. I'm always gutted that I haven't been able to draft him. I think I've maybe drafted him the first one. But I love Kenneth Walker. Kamara, Jones, Benson, not bad. Wide receiver, Wilson, London, Neighbors, Smith, Lockett, so good. Great wide receivers. And then tight end, Bowers and Schultz is certainly not. You're going with the upside here with Brock Bowers, which could work out. But Dalton Schultz is a great floor. I like that. Good teams. Guys, this was fun, man. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I certainly wasn't planning on doing 2 drafts, but you guys showed up. I think it'll be fun. We'll poke our heads into this every once in a while on stream when we're taking breaks or whatever during the live streams, just kind of see how these are going. So just mark in your head, which draft you're in, and maybe we'll get a little look-see through that window every Sunday. Should be fun. Well, guys, thank you so much. This has been super fun. Shout out to everybody in the chat for participating. Super excited. Fantasy football is just around the corner. NFL is just around the corner. Chargers just around the corner. It should be a lot of fun. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, bolt up, stay frosty. I'm going to show the sponsor thing one more time because we just finished that today. I'm feeling proud.
Get in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick.